As it'll be the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the defending Super Bowl champions, the Kansas City Chiefs. Here now is Cam Little out to get us started. And we are underway from Arrowhead. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Right away, they'll change the look. They'll start the drive here with Pacheco. We'll get this to about the 38. From the 38 now, here's 2nd down and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Now a run here off the RP. That was first throw of the game. Going to be intercepted. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30.
Brandon, I wonder if someone's down there checking on the head coach right now because he might be in a little bit of shock after what just transpired. Instead of a lengthy opening drive to deal with, his guy stepped up and stole that drive away. Momentum on their side now. How will they attack on offense?
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Here's a 2nd and 9 now from the 29.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Another tote for Etienne. And he'll take this close to a first down at the Chiefs' 20-yard line. Here's 3rd and a few inches.
It's a gain of 9.
Now Lawrence now going to move him around. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Jaguars, first down. First and goal, Jacksonville.
Etienne not going anywhere. He'll lose a couple back to the 6. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
A loss of 2 brings up second and goal at the Chiefs' 6-yard line.
One more time with Etienne. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Red on red.
They'll try to run with Etienne. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
Now a field goal try coming up here for the Jags.
Sam Little on for the Jaguars field goal.
And his kick is good. And the Jaguars grab a 3-0 lead. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
He'll check this one down to Pacheco. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. Now they'll change things around before the snap.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Mahomes now to throw. For the left side, it's complete. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A great play there. 26 yards. And the Chiefs have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead.
And there's a situation where it's a tight end. Once he gets that end zone in his sights, he's not going to back down from anyone. He doesn't worry about running to daylight. He doesn't mind running through contact. That's totally fine by him.
Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. He's got it. They'll see that opening drive field goal and raise it a touchdown, and that makes it 7-3. The touchdown. Here's Butker on to kick it away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Rip, 23. That's
Straight ahead, ETN. And shedding the tackle and now some room. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
Good, strong, explosive run that started inside, which means you've got to control those defensive linemen, the defensive tackles, the nose guards. Those guys have to be controlled. How about the offensive line, the job they just did?
Yeah, key that A-gap usually on those runs, right?
That's where it all starts because everyone wants to kind of control that area. It disrupts things from the defensive side and the offensive side. As we just saw, it opens up possibilities.
On this one, he may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Here's Lawrence to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Hey, Soko,
Now Lawrence to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is fourth down. Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Fourth down. Here's Lawrence. He's going to air this thing out deep for Thomas. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Brian Thomas, 56 yards. And the Jaguars take a chance, but they find pay dirt on 4th and goal. That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Look and repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Yellow.
Now Mahomes. Finding Gray on the out route. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 10-7 our score after one right here on EA Sports.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Second quarter from Arrowhead. It's the Chiefs in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. And that is incomplete. Well, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. That is caught downfield. It's Worthy. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. And Xavier Worthy, 48 yards. And the Chiefs have retaken the lead.
When we draw up defenses on the board, we do account for every receiver. But on that particular play, somehow he was wide open, became an easy touchdown pass.
Butker on for the PAT. And that makes it 14-10. To the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Oh, trying to gauge the sun, and he muffs it. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a poor one, especially given the new rules. They're going to be backed up deep to start this drive.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
They'll start on the ground, ETN. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Hey, lie, go.
ETN on the toss right. And he's out right at the 25. 50 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
The Jaguars first down.
It's a 24.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Play action. It's Lawrence. That one too wide and incomplete. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas. That'll bring up second down.
Second and 10 at the 25-yard line.
On red.
Lawrence. That's caught. It's Strange, the tight end. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
A gain of 14.
Hey, Ryan.
First down, Jaguars.
A shotgun snap and a give to ETN. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 40-yard line.
Hey, Denver.
Lawrence will throw. A short throw there to Strange. They'll give him 4 yards there. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6.
Hey, easy, route. Focus, hot. Here we go.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. That is caught. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
When the offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well.
A gain of 11 on the play. And the Jaguars first down.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Tomato.
From the gun, it's Lawrence. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Now Lawrence. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Hunter. They'll come up facing 3rd and 5.
A 5-yard pickup on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Operating from the gun. Lawrence. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. De'Ami Brown, 31 yards. And the Jaguars have yet again retaken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 17-14. Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they haven't had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. Mahomes will do it himself. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And he makes it all the way down to the 13-yard line.
It's a gain of 45 yards.
Hey, 15.
Kansas City Chiefs.
Hey, Ridley.
Now Patrick going to change the play.
1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
A 1st down carry for Smith. Shoves him aside. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. 10 more there and another 1st down.
Think of it like you would a typical boxing match. The person is on his heels and absorbing blows is having a tough time. That's what's happening to the defense right now because the offense is on his toes and punching, and there's another 1st down run right there.
So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Smith is in. Touchdown, Chiefs. That could be an important swing right there. Touchdown in the final minute of the half to take the lead.
And I like the point you just made there. Could be an important swing because now that they have the lead, if they can carry that into the locker room at the half, they'll feel really good about what they accomplished in the first 2 quarters.
Butker now to add the extra point. It's up and good to make it 21-17. After the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. With his slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. Now he's going to step up and run. Wide open receiver, complete. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. And he's taken down. A cheap sack. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number one. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Here's Lawrence. Looking long for Thomas. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
They gave it a shot with a deep pass, but it wasn't going to work there. And now there's less time for them to try and get 3 before the half. Let's see what they dial up on this next snap.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This from 54 yards away. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime.
54-yard attempt.
And that is no good. He gave it a good run. That wasn't more than a foot or so wide to the left. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? Taking it about the 1. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
Now Lawrence. That is caught by Hunter. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
That's another Jaguars first down. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Lawrence. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 first downs given up. They've got to find answers, and they've got to find them quick.
It was Brian Cook who made the tackle.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
On second down, ETN once more. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down? Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Hey.
They run with Thomas. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be fourth down.
It's fourth down.
And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Travis Hunter, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Jaguars have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half.
Rip, 23.
They're going to try and run. You know, we've discussed this before, and we've seen it in practices. Extra periods being put in for the offense on these two-point tries. But the defense, they're beefing up their support as well in practice.
They absolutely have to. If people are going to go for two and try and gain those advantages and make it tougher on your team as the game goes along, you have to be in a position to stop those. You can't let them get the advantage. So, yes, the defensive teams, they're putting in that extra time on two-point plays as well.
And that one not returnable. It's over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side trying to match each other.
Hey, 15.
From midfield, here's Mahomes. Now he'll tuck this and run. Now he's going to let it go deep, back over the middle. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. And Xavier Worthy, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chiefs have taken the lead here in this third quarter. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up, 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They'll look to ETN to start things out. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 81 yards now for ETN, and he's got a first down.
Most of the damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here. ETN once more. They'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4 on his second down.
He's across midfield to the 48-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Running out of the gun with ETN. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
That's good for our Jaguars.
11.
First down.
Easy, read it.
At the 39.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Open man, it's Hunter. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. Officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19.
A gain of 19 yards.
Well, Lawrence going to move him around a bit. And now an audible here into something else. From the shotgun, Lawrence. He completes it to Hunter.
Lawrence's pass.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away.
A 3-yard gain.
And it'll be second down.
2nd and 7 at the Chiefs' 17-yard line.
Man 13 heavy.
Back to the ground with Etienne. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Etienne up the middle. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal.
These are 24.
And they'll run with Etienne. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
A handoff for Etienne. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Travis Etienne taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Jaguars answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead. So here we go now as the Jaguars will go for 2.
Here we go.
Lawrence going to look to throw for it. And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their 4th quarter lead.
Chiefs 28. Cam Little to kick off for the
Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in the tight one. And he stopped immediately there. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, give them credit for trying, but there's no fooling the defense with that call. They were reading run, and they set up to stop the run and then executed.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
Attack it. Yellow.
Now here's Mahomes. Short throw hauled in by Kelsey. Will go down as a gain of 6. And now we've got a 3rd and 3.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Attack, attack. 15. Come back.
Now Mahomes got to have this one. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 4th down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Mahomes going to change things up. Give to Smith out of the gun. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Devon Hamilton with the tackle.
No gain on the play.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Mahomes will do it himself. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the fourth quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go. I tell you, he brings the wood when he comes flying up in run support. He may be a safety, but he hits like a linebacker.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. They'll come up now. This is second and long.
Yellow.
Now they'll throw with Mahomes. That's into the hands of Worthy. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. An important one here, no doubt. 3rd and 4.
Color. 15.
Mahomes to throw it. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
Butker's kick here is good. And we are all tied here in the final stages. So a big kick to get this back to even, yet now the worry is, did you leave too much time on the clock? Because another field goal the other way, that does you in.
You're exactly right. You didn't get into overtime yet. So now as a defense, you've got to think to yourself, you can't play prevent defense and just give up big chunks of yardage in front of you. But you also can't let anyone behind you. So you sit right on the line between the two, play the best defense you can, and not make it easy for them to move the ball downfield.
Here's 1st and 10.
Right, let's go.
They'll run. This is Bashal Tootin. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Well, that's a good first step, but several steps still to go.
They still have time for the possible game-winning field goal. Time for them to be quick and hurry at the same time.
Right back to him on 1st down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Hunter. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. A little bit of an unconventional call there.
Yeah, but it worked, and how great was that? That's got to give them a lift in this situation.
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the 1st down. Close it out.
Down to the 10. And he's in for the touchdown. And in the final seconds, forget overtime. They've just likely won this thing in regulation.
And that score in this time frame, that's like a big reveal at the end of a great movie, isn't it? Out of nowhere, almost, it appears. They get it done. How about that score?
Finishes like this is why we love sports. This is why we love the game of football.
So glad that we got to be here to watch this one.
Here's a Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30. Here's first down. Here's Mahomes. He's going to let it fly. That is incomplete. So after all of this, it comes down to one final play.
And just think of what it's going to be, because from this distance, you got to be prepared for everything. Hook and laterals, tip balls, you name it. A lot of laterals after a catch. Just got to be prepared, stay on your feet defensively, and tackle someone.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. This ball intercepted. Picked up by Antonio Johnson. And the Jaguars are going to hang on the final play. They get the turnover to seal this football game. That was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially there in the fourth quarter. Both offense and defense were clicking. They're going to feel good about this one.
Boy, are they ever, because the deficit they faced certainly wasn't small. They obviously did not give up on that one, and in the end, how about that come-from-behind victory? They'll cherish this one for a while.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. From Kansas City, so long, everybody.
One hand on his queen, left on the freak. He probably thought they wanted me. Shawty seen everything, and you know she got him beat. Cause her side ain't in the streets. She ain't the one to play with you. Her DMs, they be silent like base hitters. Them other fellas, they be seeing her work. You say you want an angel, then give her heaven or earth. I respect your relationship. I don't care if you don't. But I think girls better than men. And I won't tell if you don't. A dog gon' be a dog, but a gon' be more clever. Oh, a dog gon' be a dog, but a gon' be more clever. Yeah.
Just west of the world-famous Las Vegas Strip, we're at the site of Super Bowl 58, Allegiant Stadium here in Las Vegas. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's the Kansas City Chiefs and the Las Vegas Raiders. Mike Tirico and Greg Olson, glad you were with us, and Daniel Carlson here to get things started. Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line. Motion man is Rice. Throwing to get things started is Mahomes. He's got his tight end. That's Travis Kelce. And they will bring this into the red zone. Big connection inside the 20. A big play right out of the gate on the first play. 47 yards.
Kansas City Chiefs. First down. A gain of 47 yards. First down, Kansas City.
Motion man is Rice. First down throw, Mahomes. Right back to Kelce again.
Mahomes pass.
And he'll get about 6 out of that one before being forced out of bounds.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback, understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hands, and results in a completion.
This opening drive has been a good one, but will it continue? Here's a test on third down. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. That's going to be intercepted in the end zone. And the Raiders are going to get the football here. They force the INT on the game's opening drive.
First and 10 at their own 3-yard line.
Here we go, here we go. Get in.
On the ground, this is Ashton Genty. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground.
A gain of 9.
Second and a yard.
Second and 1 at the 12-yard line.
X-call.
Once again, it's Genty. He's to the 25. Threw him up the sideline at the 45. Down the sideline, inside the 25. And he will dive into the end zone. 88 yards. Touchdown, Vegas. Good-looking rushing touchdown there. Offensive line does its job. And back taking off to the end zone for the touchdown.
Mike, you're exactly right. He might get credit in the box score for that long rushing touchdown, but it was the big guys up front who were able to make that play possible.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's first and 10.
Panther 11, Cowboy 80, 79 Broncos.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. That's taken in by Kareem Hunt.
The first down.
They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5 at the 40-yard line.
Out of the gun, he'll throw. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a third down.
And that's exactly what every defense is trying to do in the passing game. They want to muddy up these windows, Mike, make every throw as contested as possible. No separation, contact right at the catch point. Does a great job forcing the incomplete pass.
Searching for some kind of seed to go forward. It's not there. They get him behind the line. Fourth down coming up. On fourth down, they snap it to Mahomes. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. And he will have that first down. Taking a chance here early in the game. They convert on fourth down.
First down. A gain of 9 yards. And a first down, Chiefs.
To the air once more. It's Mahomes. Forced out left. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And he's out of bounds down inside the 35. It's been a busy first quarter for him so far. His third catch goes for a first down.
A gain of 18 on the play. First down, Chiefs.
Mahomes now to throw again. He's got it about the 8. And he will score! Xavier Worthy. Touchdown, Chiefs.
And this is what good offenses in the NFL do, Mike. It's the ability to bounce back. Even if the onset of the game doesn't go exactly according to plan, everybody wants to take their opening possession and go down there and come away with a touchdown. But it's not always going to be perfect. You turn it over on possession 1. What are you going to do in response on possession 2? Well, we just got our answer, and they took it down for 6.
So back to level after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff. We'll see a return here from his own end zone. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 17.
17-yard line.
Hey, we go to the 390%.
They'll start on the ground with Genty. He's got room at the 30. Big run here. He's tackled beyond the 35-yard line. Can't ask for much more. 22 yards on the first play of the drive.
First down.
So, first and 10 here now at the 38-yard
line.
Now, this looks like a design run. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4.
The tackle by Brian Cook. A gain of 5 brings up second and 5 at the 43-yard line.
From the 43, here's second down and 5.
Ready? 390%. Hey, easy.
Here's a handoff to Genty. And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's third down.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker, and they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
They'll try to pick it up with Genty. A gain there of 16 yards. First down, Vegas.
There's a big conversation going on right now around the NFL about what is the true value of having a run game. And I've always thought it comes down to being good at 3 situations. Can you run the ball in the fourth quarter with a lead? How well can you run the ball on the goal line? And then in this case, how well can you run the ball in short yardage situations?
And he is out of bounds. That's a 25. 13 more on that play. And quickly, another first down.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
A touchdown apiece here in the first quarter of play. Pair of 7s on the scoreboard. And we're back in Vegas after this. Quarter 2 begins. It is Raider football. They'll come up here first and 10 as we are ready to get back underway.
390%. Tuesday right here.
On the handoff, this is Genty. And He'll manage to pick up about 4. Drew Tranquil up to make the tackle.
A gain of 4. It's now second
From
and
the 20,
6.
here's
At the
second down
20-yard line.
and 6.
Here we go, here we go. Green up, check 58.
They'll go again with Genty. Ooh, some hitting going on now. He was rocked right at the line of
No gain
scrimmage.
on the play. Brings up third down and 5.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. That is hauled in at the 5. And he's into the end zone. Great cover. Touchdown, Vegas.
This is a great example of a wide receiver who just truly understands the concept of spacing. When you're open, stay open. If you're not open, get open. And when you can do that and operate in the middle of the field, man, you are such a weapon and a reliable target for your quarterback. It's a great example of it here. He works to stay open, middle of the field, ball's on target. It's an easy touchdown.
Daniel Carlson, the kickoff for the Raiders.
Here's Carlson now. He'll kick this one off, following the touchdown on the other end. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchdown.
At their own 35-yard line.
We'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. To throw is Mahomes. This caught right side by Worthy. And he will go all the way. Xavier Worthy. Touchdown, Kansas City. That is second touchdown of the afternoon. And that is number 2. Greg, he is off to some kind of start in this one. 2 quarters and 2 receiving touchdowns.
Mike, this is one of those situations where as a defensive coordinator, you've got to give your group an answer. Because right now, they don't have one for this guy.
That is the game at 14.
We are all square. 14 apiece the score as this one's away. Here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. On the ground, it's Genty to start the drive. To the 45. Still going. And he will dive into the end zone. 76 yards. Touchdown, Vegas. Well, that's a way to start a drive. He takes it all the way to the house. I don't know what they were talking about on the last series. They've come out on this series, Greg, with the right answer for the touchdown.
And, Mike, the reason a lot of teams start off drives with the run plays to allow themselves to operate ahead of the chains. Well, not this guy. He found the alley, he took it, and he's off to the races for 6.
Here's Carlson now. He'll kick this one off, following the touchdown on the other end.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Mahomes from out of the pistol. He'll throw. They'll set up the screen to Pacheco. Into space at the 45. And he's going to be taken down.
A gain of 12 yards. And the Kansas City Chiefs. 1st down. A gain of 12. 1st down, Kansas City.
Here's Patrick. He'll throw it on first down. And he's going to have to eat this one. And down he goes. Work to do now as they come up on second and long.
It's second down.
Here's Mahomes. He'll get this complete. That's the tight end, Noah Gray. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of 28.
First and 10 now from the 36.
Good for Kansas City Chiefs. First down. First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Play action here. Mahomes. Backs to Gray. Open on the left side. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
That's another Kansas City Chiefs. First down. First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
On first down, it's Mahomes. A short one caught by Kelsey.
Mahomes pass.
And they'll get about half what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up second and 5.
Brings up second and 5 at the 16-yard line.
They'll run with the former 7th-round draft pick, Isaiah Pacheco. And the Chiefs have a first and goal forthcoming. Takes this down to the 5-yard line.
Gain of 11.
The story of this drive has just been their ability to sustain and get fresh sets of down. Now, in this case, after picking up that big gain on the ground, they find themselves first and goal.
Five yards from the house. They've got it first and goal. Here's Pacheco. And nothing developed there. He'll get back to the 5, and that's all.
There's very few defenses in today's NFL, Mike, that you can play the cornerback position and be unwilling to tackle. Those days are kind of over, so give credit to this guy. I mean, he identified run, he understood his leverage and gap fit, and he's able to bring him down for no gain.
So, 2 minutes to play in a back-and-forth first half. We'll return to Las Vegas after this. Another one from the 5, second down and goal.
Yellow. 43. I'll go on.
Now a run with Smith. He slams it in there, and he is in.
Touchdown, Kansas
Rashard
City.
Smith. Touchdown, KC. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finish it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off in 6.
Level after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff. Here comes the return from a yard or two deep. And he will get cut down short, shy of the 20-yard line.
At their own 19-yard line.
Here we go, here we go. 300%.
They'll run with Genty. And the strength on display rallying the tacklers for a gain of 8 yards.
He was tackled at the 20.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You got to have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
Keep it on the ground with Genty. And he will have the first down. Not a huge run, but enough to move the chain.
And the Raiders First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
From the gun, it's Gina. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up second down.
So I actually really like the concept of the pass play, and I think if we see a little bit better pass protection, even just a second longer, that's probably a completed pass, but I think the pressure just sped his clock up just enough, Mike, that he wasn't able to get that ball exactly where it needed to be.
3rd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
They'll run it straight ahead now is Genti. The punter remains on the sideline. They're going to line up and go for it on 4th down. Now the Chiefs going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it just a little bit over 30 seconds to go in this first half. The offense staying out there for this 4th down. Keno gonna throw for it. Gets that one complete to his tight end Bowers. And he's gonna have a Raiders first down. They pick up a big chunk of yards to boot. The gain is 18.
Having a tight end that can contribute in the passing game, Mike, I mean, it just seems like it's become more and more common throughout the entire league. And not only do you have to be reliable, but you have to be athletic enough after the catch to take advantage of some of these targets. So it's exactly what he does here, and you can tell why he's such a big part of this offense.
Now timeout Vegas. That is their second. And they stop it with 19 seconds to go in this opening half. On second down, Genti. And he'll work his way for about 4 yards. That's good enough for a first down.
A gain of 4 yards. That's another Las Vegas.
Now, here's to Genti running right. And he'll be taken down at the 25-yard line. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they get the timeout. Daniel Carlson to try the field goal. This a 42-yard attempt. Carlson's kick is good. And the Raiders will take a 24-21 lead. All that separates these two sides as half number 2 kicks off. Here comes a return from the end zone. Good return as he takes it across the 30.
At their own 32-yard line.
A run right here, and it's Genti. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Down by Nick Bolton. 1 yard gain.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 9.
32-yard line.
Hey, we go, sit on. 390%.
Now Genti. And he'll pick his way forward. A gain of about 5. And that's going to set up 3rd down.
And he's been on an absolute tear throughout this entire game, Mike. I mean, he's averaging over 10 yards per carry. And anytime you can run the ball with that explosiveness, it's just going to be hard to beat.
On 3rd down, they go with Genti. And he'll convert, picking up first down at the 46-yard line.
And the ability to continue to sustain these drives and maintain possession. These third downs are so critical, Mike, because every time an offensive play caller gets a fresh set of downs to work with, there's just more opportunities to continue to try to strike deep and go to score.
They run out of the gun with Genty. That lane closes quickly. A pickup of 3. It was Jalen Watson who got him down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up
Ball
second
right
and
on the
7.
50-yard line.
At the 50-yard
Here's
line.
second down and 7. Here's Genty. And he'll get it back to midfield. That's it. No gain on the play.
Midfield. A 1-yard gain. Brings up third and 6.
Here comes third and 6. On the ground, it's Genty.
Jaden Hicks on the stops. A gain of 5 yards. It's now 4th down and 1.
It's too long for a field goal. They'll go for it here on 4th down. They'll go. Smith. Open man, right side. He's got it. And he's going to have the Raiders first down. They'll get the conversion. It's a gain of 14.
These are the kind of plays that when you draw them up on the chalkboard, Mike, they all look great. But if you can't protect long enough, you're never going to get the receiver. I mean, think, he started on the left side of the formation in the slot, and he has to run all the way across the field to the right third. I mean, that takes a lot of time. Let's give a lot of credit to the big guys up front.
He was brought down at the 26. 4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6.
Second down and 6 now from the 26. Here's Smith. And he'll take it on in. Dante Thornton. Touchdown, Las Vegas.
Touchdown, Las Vegas.
You can just see the comfort, Mike, that this offense continues to play with. The early momentum in the first half has carried here after the break, and you can see this group just slowly starting to pull away.
And I'm thinking, Greg, about the guys on the other side. You're waiting at halftime, that other offense waiting to get back on the field. What happens? They come right out, extend the lead, and now the task gets a lot tougher for this second half. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
First down throw, Mahomes. Firing right side, brought in by Brown. He's close to a first down to gain a 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down.
10 yards on the pickup. It's second and inches. At the 45.
Mahomes now to throw on second down. And he's into a slide to avoid the contact. Does so successfully, and it's a first down.
5-yard gain on the play. That's good for a Kansas City Chiefs.
Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. Headed left, buying time. He'll take a shot downfield for Kelsey. And they bring him down there, but it is inside the 10. It is going to be first and goal. It's another big play in a game that's had its share. 41 yards.
Kansas City Chiefs. First down. First and goal, Kansas City.
Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. Escaping to his left. That one broken up in the end zone. It's incomplete. Wow, the coverage excellent there. It'll bring up second and goal.
Doesn't get much better than that. Had he gotten there just a little bit earlier, he probably draws the flag a little late. and it's probably a touchdown.
He pulls it in around the 5. And he gets out wide. He'll go to the end zone. Hollywood Brown. Touchdown, Chiefs. Greg, sometimes we say it too often. That was an important drive. That one really felt important for them to edge a little bit closer.
Yeah, now the question is, Mike, yeah, the offense does their job, but can the defense get a stop? They've got to continue to get the ball back to their offense. Let them build on that previous drive because they've still got some work to do.
Here's the Chiefs and Mahomes lining up to add on 2 more.
The Chiefs will set up for the 2-point conversion.
Hey, Sunday. Hey, 43. Easy. What's that?
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. That is caught. And they get the 2-point conversion.
Everything's about matchups, especially down here this close to the goal line. I think my guy's better than your guy. I'm going to put him in a position to have success, throw it up to him, and let him do the rest.
Maybe a little early for this here in the 3rd quarter. They want to get it back now, so here comes an onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
Sometimes you can get a little carried away when you feel like things are going your way, and I think that's the case here, Mike. You get the touchdown. Now they're thinking, all right, let's get the ball right back to our offense. In this case, I think the aggressiveness ends up costing them.
So no gain on that one.
You know, Mike, what separates the really elite defensive edge players from everybody else is not only their ability to rush the passer. That's what everybody focuses on. But, man, the defensive ends that are good in the run game, those are the guys that never leave the field.
And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this 3rd quarter of play. We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8.
There we go, Sonoma.
They'll run to begin the 4th, and here's Genty. And he's going to be taken down. This looks like a pretty good spot, though. Yes, he's got it. That's a 1st down.
And this running game has really been rolling, Mike, all game long. The holes, the run lanes, they've been there consistently. Here's another nice run as they look to put this game away.
Once again, it's Genty. And that'll be a pickup of 3. From the 35, here's 2nd and 6.
Ready.
Run right up the gut with Genty. And he moves down to the 25. That's big enough for a 1st down.
Here we go.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Play clock has expired. We're not going to get this one off on top.
Here we go.
They run out of the gun and tag on a reverse. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
So they try to throw a little bit of a curveball. We see him throw it to this guy a lot. Now, in this case, they hand it to him, thinking they can catch the defense off guard and generate a big play. And give a lot of credit to the defense. They were ready for it. They were prepared for it. And they held it to a modest game.
And they won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard. That's it. 3rd and long.
Here we go, Sonoma. We're good.
Working out of the gun, Smith. That is caught. What a throw. Dante Jordan. Touchdown, Vegas. Let's go. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. Greg, that's the way to handle it. Up 1, go down the field, get the touchdown, and extend the lead to 7.
Mike, the key for this offense is they were at their best when their best was needed. Being able to extend this lead late in the fourth quarter, they've got to be feeling pretty good about where things stand to close this game out.
Daniel Carlson.
Here's Carlson now. He'll kick this one off, following the touchdown on the other end. Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line. A first down throw for Mahomes. Moving outside the pocket. And nice work there. He'll go into a slot. Gain about 7.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 42-yard line.
Mahomes now on 2nd down. That's out to Brown, right side, complete. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a first down. 2 minutes remain in the fourth quarter. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. They've got all 3 timeouts left, but need to score quick. It's 1st and 10. They'll run here. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down. Here is 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
They'll drop to throw. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force 3rd down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Hey, rip list.
On 3rd down, Mahomes. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
So this is where it gets really challenging as an offense. You find yourself trailing late in the game. The defense can play you one-dimensional. They know it's a pass-first situation, so extra defensive backs, the zones and the coverage are a little bit tighter and cloudier, and he's having a hard time finding any open windows downfield.
Hey, 43, 43, 15. 43, 43.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. And he's going to have the Chiefs first down. They come up with a big one there to keep the drive moving. And then some.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert.
Running there in the red zone. He did not want to go down. And he picks up the first down. It'll be 1st and goal.
And this offense just continues to chew up yards and get first down after first down. And defensively now, you find yourself a little bit on your heels. You're defending a goal-to-go situation. They need to step up here and get a stop.
Now, 1st and goal. They'll run with Smith. To the 5-yard line. And we'll get whistles and a timeout, so they will stop the clock. Closing seconds, game decided, but timeout anyway. Ball right on the 5-yard line, second down and goal.
Attack!
From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. And this is going to be a touchdown. Hold everything. They are not done yet.
And with that late score, it's going to give them a little bit of late life here, Mike. But remember, the next series of events is very unlikely. They need to get the onside kick and then likely a Hail Mary situation. So while they definitely have a little bit of a chance, I think it's pretty slim.
This becomes a big spot here for the Chiefs. They will indeed go for two.
The Chiefs will set up for the two-point conversion.
Mahomes back. That is incomplete. And the two-point conversion is unsuccessful.
38. Chiefs 35.
Now KC going to use the second of their timeouts, and they'll get a chance to catch their breath over on the sideline. That score, too little, too late. They need a recovery and a miracle here. Down to the final few seconds of this one as the kick is away. And he'll be taken down. We'll see if they want to use that final timeout or not. But things are pretty much spoken for.